What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm running through my Air Jordan 1 collection. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet, but with all that being said, let's get into it. So over the last 2 years, I've been grabbing a lot of Air Jordan 1s, and it's because I just didn't realize how much I liked them until I saw these classic releases dropping. So once I grabbed a couple pairs, I couldn't stop myself and I just kept going. And I've ended up with a lot of Air Jordan 1s. Most of these Jordan 1s are recent releases, and that's because I just started collecting Air Jordan 1s recently. So you may have already seen a lot of these or have a couple pairs yourself, but with all that being said, let's get into it. First up, we got one of my most beat pairs of Jordan 1s. This is the metallic blue Jordan 1s. And to be honest, this is an excellent shoe. The colorway is just so subtle. You've got this nice hit of blue on the back, and it's got these sort of pop accents with the fact that the blue is also metallic. I know in my review I wasn't a huge fan of that, but the more I wore them and the more I looked at them, I just really started to fall in love with them. Also, this is the first time this shoe is retroed in like 20 years. So the fact that this is still sitting kind of blows my mind a little bit. Next up, we've got my most recent pickup, the Air Jordan 1 Top 3. This is definitely an interesting shoe. You've got 3 different shoes in one. It's an interesting concept for what the Air Jordan can be, and overall, I really dig it. It's a little loud for everyday wear, so it's something that I'm gonna break out whenever I want something to pop. But overall, it's a nice mix of the 3 most popular colorways, and it's a good shoe to have in my collection. Next up, we've got the Shattered Backboard 2.0. I'm not a huge fan of orange, so this isn't my favorite Air Jordan 1 in my collection by any stretch of the imagination, but they still do have this really nice tumbled leather on the midfoot and on the toe, and overall it is definitely a clean silhouette, but like I said, not one of my favorites. Also, if you've seen my review for this shoe, you know that I won this in sort of a weird way. Basically, what you had to do to enter was take the City Blue sticker and do something creative with it, and then take a picture with the creative thing or doing the creative thing or something like that. And basically what I did is I traced the sticker in SolidWorks and then 3D printed it out and sent them a video of that whole process, and I ended up winning the shoes. Of course, it was still a raffle, so I still had to pay for the shoes, but definitely a fun way for them to do that. If you're interested, you can check out that review at the top of the screen. Next up is one of everybody's favorite pairs, the Shattered Backboard 1.0s. I definitely like this color blocking a lot more than the Shattered Backboard 2.0s, and it's mainly because of the black areas here. It just gives the shoe a more interesting look, and also I'm from Baltimore, and Baltimore has the Orioles, so kind of works with that a little bit. Or if I go to a Knicks game, this also works for that too. But as I'm sure you guys all know, the quality of the leather and the quality of the craftsmanship on this pair of shoes, it's just A1. I mean, even if you compare the 1.0s to the 2.0s, you can see that on the 1.0s, on the heel area, even that leather is tumbled, whereas on the 2.0s, only the midsection's tumbled. And also this leather seems to be a little bit softer. I mean, overall, as I'm sure most of you guys agree, it's just a great shoe. Next up, we've got another very recent release, the Black Toe 1s. When the last retro of the Black Toe 1s released back in 2013, I was in college, I was strapped for cash, I couldn't afford sneakers, and also back then, getting Jordans in general was pretty tough. But unfortunately, I missed out on that pair, but thank goodness for retros. This is probably my second favorite Air Jordan 1 that I own, and that's mainly because of the color blocking. I mean, I guess that's obvious because there aren't really any differences between any of the Air Jordan 1s that I have. So I guess that would be the reason. I guess other than quality. But speaking of quality, this isn't a bad quality shoe by any stretch of the imagination. It's definitely not Shattered Backboard quality leather, but I mean, you can't ask for that all the time. I still have yet to wear these, and I'm really excited to break these guys out. Next up is another favorite of mine, the Chicago 1s from 2015. I mean, this shoe is a classic. It's a beautiful shoe. I really love the shade of red that they used on it. I love the white areas. I love the black areas. I love the whole shoe in general, to be honest. As you can tell, I still have yet to wear these, and I don't know why I haven't yet. I did buy these for resale, so maybe it's just that in the back of my mind, subconsciously being like, you have to find a really special occasion to break these out. Who knows? But one day I'll lace these guys up. And finally, my favorite pair in the collection, and for longtime viewers, I'm sure you guys already know what it is because I haven't talked about it yet. It's the 2016 Bred 1s. I'm not gonna talk much about this just because you've all heard it all before, and I could go on for hours about this shoe, but I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I actually love this pair so much that I doubled up on it. In fact, I actually tripled up on it, but I ended up selling the third pair just because, I mean, living in New York, I just couldn't afford it. But as you can tell, the color blocking is just on point. This is a classic shoe. The leather quality is amazing, especially in the toe box. The more you wear it, the softer it gets. It's just the perfect shoe. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below, letting me know what your favorite pair of Air Jordan 1s are. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs in all other forms of social media.